Hey Davy, we sort of put your swing in order of preference with things you need to concentrate on, or I guess remember when you're training, and that is, the movement of greatness at the top of the steering wheel. That's probably priority number one, because that gets the arms in front, and that allows you then to have the supination on the way down. So that's number two. The last one's the balance, and we're going to talk about balance. So on that left screen, creating a little bit of hip depth on the way back's great, but we found that really what the problem was, as you got to the top of the swing, our balance went forward. So if you keep your balance like you did there, all the way to the top, nice and neutral, you can see your left toe never ever gets compressed as you get to the top of the swing. And that left toe compressing on our swing meant that our, I guess, entire upper body and pelvis were going forward rather than staying on the spot. So maintaining balance, or just keeping balance to the top of your swing, that's really important, but probably number three in the scheme of things. But it is super important, because otherwise you can't return to shaft plane. And then on the way down, you've got the movement of greatness, which is the steering wheel move coming in, and then the supination, which is obviously squares the face, but that allows you to get back to shaft plane, like you can see there. That's magnificent, with the lower body back and sitting onto that seat like we talked about. So there's probably three keys. Obviously you can't think of all that when you're playing or anything like that, but in training you can always put them in preference, and probably steering wheel's number one, the turn down or supination number two, and balance is three. And this lesson was all about balance, but remembering that the balance is kind of pointless unless you get the club back to impact the correct way with a bit of supination and steering wheel. So that's brilliant. Left foot off the ground coming on transition, or feeling the weight off with the left foot off the ground on transition, is a really good way for us to feel like we stay balanced in the backswing rather than coming forward. Awesome, bud.